And welcome back to Let's Play Anthem, Episode 8. How much you wanna bet, every single thumbnail I'm gonna get is just one of these loading screens? Maybe I should have waited. By this point, if there was a cutscene where we missed it. What? Expansion rewards, okay. Alright. I guess we did it? Sure.
Owen filled me in on what happened.
You've got a problem out there. Some kind of Dominion heavy.
His people called him the Monitor. We couldn't stop him.
And he was there for a Shaper relic?
Tore the place apart. Your agent wouldn't give in. Right to the end, she... Well,
I know.
I'm sorry.
This mirror is a little blurry now.
Left this archive behind.
We'll have my people dig into it. The Dominion really have returned.
What is this, a hive?
Damn.
I thought spies took everything in stride.
We also respect our enemies. Life under Dominion rule isn't much of a life at all. And if they have set their sights on Fort Tarsis...
Right. Well, the fort isn't exactly my idea of living the dream, but it is home, and I'd prefer it to remain dictator-free. What can we do?
For now, remain patient. I don't want to make a move until I have more information. In the meantime, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Sentinel Bryn. She's sharp, trustworthy, and could use some assistance. Why don't you help her while I look into the Dominion? I'll be in touch.
Sentinel Rissa Bryn. Fort Command.
Sentinel, how can we help?
Well, we probably shouldn't talk here. Come see me by my desk. And my plants.
Plants?
Right. So, good. I will see you.
Alright then.
Okay then.
Okay, so I assume he left or something? Javelin Launch Bay unlocked.
Freelancer, how's it going? It's Matthias Sumner checking in.
Oh, it's
By
you.
the way, I finally cleared out the clutter from my lab, so I can resume my work. I'll be there, if you need to talk.
Hope you know what time it is. Okay, and the thing's gonna complain. Probably about, yep. I'm gonna lead from Tess, and you follow a trail of abandoned research camps in search of the missing Arcanist, and an ancient ruin where Matthias is taking refuge. Fought through marauding scars, and managed to bring Matthias home, bearing critical information for Tyson. Lighting a fire. You found enough ember for Prospero, enabling him to relight the forge. Additional crafting option now available for upgrading your javelin. Incursion. You pursue the modern jungle. Oh, yeah. Tyson asks you to meet with her agent that is currently embedded with the regulars. She's given you her location at a regular camp, but also warned you of possible Dominion presence in there. Some minor jungle only to be ambushed by troops. He got away, but not all is lost. Cover the intel from Tyson's agent. With any luck, reveal further clues about the Dominion's plans and the threat they pose to Fort Tarsis. Dominion. So how does Dominion work with compared to like did they get free or whatever? Anyways, expansionists, military regime from Zyphreium that destroyed the city of Freemark when they attempted to control Senate path. While technology events are noteworthy, their methods have shown little regard for life and individuality. Corvus is a mythically intelligent arm of Bastion. They are masters of intrigue and covert operations, sing directly to the Emperor of Anthem. Corvus operatives monitor regions across Bastion and beyond for threats against human civilization. With particular interest in the Minion, it was Corvus that first used ciphers for code-breaking lines of communication to keep a close eye on potential enemies. He gets his name from Legion of Dawn, Lancer Senadine, nicknamed Corvus after the small blackbird. Tessin, agent of Corvus, she's intelligent and deeply loyal to the safety and survival of Anthem. Her information is always accurate, but she never shares more than is necessary. Outlaws are and violent criminals who are cast out society because they threaten public safety and security. Like that, they must attempt to survive outside city walls without armor or weapons, and subject to much debate, those scarce resources and concerns of violent crime provide steady support for forced exile. Say man is slain his kin in cold blood. What are the rest of us to do? Isolate him, provide him with meat and grain that we risk our lives for. If we cannot trust him to live peacefully within our walls, let him survive beyond. Shapers keep him as they see fit. He may return to us through the great wheel, a changed soul. So I guess they can come back after a while. Regulators. An organized criminal group that deals in smuggling, gambling, theft, extortion, and other illegal activity. Not as ruthless as outlaws, the regulators still dangerous and operate inside civil society while manipulating others for profit. A recent closing of the Strata locks and a downturn in the safety of roads eliminated illegal trade and made the regulators rich. Ciphers. First met Owen a little over 10 years ago in the tiny city of Ponyx when he tried to steal from you. At his introduction, you had an unmistakable connection, spent the rest of your week having fun together. Years later, after the failed mission into the Heart of Rage and rift with your team, Roman and Soul Searching took you to Helios, where you bumped your own again, and you turned that brief friendship to past into a solid partnership. Engineers. Skilled mechanics, artisans, architects, and smiths who build, maintain, and repair Bastion's infrastructure. They are based out of Helios, where they process the natural resources, including mineral and emerald deposits. Engineers follow the path built by Arden Vasa, created the first javelin and designer of most post-Legion architecture. There are two main groups within engineers: architects who design blueprints for manufacturing, has to use the blueprints to build items with the forge. Resources, salvage goods. I believe you already read that, although chances are... There you go. Ember, a naturally occurring dangerous byproduct of Anthem, used in foundation for human technology. Ember can be found in plants and minerals throughout Bastion. Most bountiful around the engineered city of Helios. Legend has it, Ergoth enslaved humanity because Ergoth could not manipulate Ember, whereas humans could. Ember is necessary to create the gateway between the human mind and the Anthem, and while excessive exposure to Ember can be dangerous, when applied to ciphers during the training. If you should find Ember in the wild, like me, offers remarkable, get weapons and gear. Geography. Districts. Idian Grove. It's a must-see for day trips. These are the only plants of the species in existence, and while they have tree-like structure, can are divided over whether or not it is a tree. And the old wrote in her book, The Joy of Botany, is a trunk, yet its top is soil and grass. Without foliage, I can hardly consider a tree. Regardless, if you happen to make it there, you can rest on its grassy tops, watch the clouds roll by or stars twinkle in the night. Gathering Falls is a water system that gathers effluents and takes it away from Fort Tarsus. Not recommended as drinking water, though the crop terraces did prove remarkably fertile in this particular stream used for irrigation. All good things are gathered in this water system, however. Limited number of dead animals and missing people discovered further down the way. Governor Springs has held many different names over the years. First known as Upper Springs, it was changed by the ruling governor to Flaxia Springs after his daughter. Next governor, who had experienced personal clashes with Flaxia, changed name to Busybody Springs. She was addressed by the next governor in turn. Put the name of the waterway to a popular vote, so it includes Splashy Splashway, the Bellamy Brook, and Water McWaterface. Public disagreement over the name to a ride in a local pub until the commander of the Sentinel stepped in and named it Governor Springs. His name has not been since been contested. Honor Valley. It's awe-inspiring to think brave citizens coming to Honor Valley to work the land without having to wear armor, and though it is now abandoned, Honor Valley remains a symbol of hope, reminding that for one shining moment mankind mastered the threat of the wilderness, and to new prosperity, what heights this experiment reached for not the new dangers of scars we will never know. Junkhead Basin. As the terraces were destroyed, Fort Tarsus decided to be more proactive managing scar swarms. A combined force of sentinels and freelancers assembled to destroy the constricted basin. Ronaldo met with a new discovery, intelligent scar with technology built into its skull, and his name Junkhead, and is considered the first official scar luminary. Lost Road. When called the East Strider Pass, this ancient road used to be a bustle of activity. When scars began ambushing Striders, traffic became less frequent. The term Lost Road was coined by Strider drivers. I believe I actually need to read them. The waters of Great Falls Canyon collects and spill out into the Palisades of Idris, while like surrounded by jagged cliffs that once protected humans fleeing the Urgoth. Here, the Statue of the Faithful looks out on the water, watching for danger and guards the haven nestled in the rocks. Master spoke, in this place the free people gathered and thrived, and like old Idris, the mentors taught the six member while protected by these cliffs. In these Palisades did the dream of Idris come to pass, and so we will pass through these Palisades and dream of old Idris. You really need to, like... Is it? Yeah, if you're over one of them, then you can't, go up and down via the scroll wheel. Weird. Path, ironically named Strider Path. Okay. Skystone Pass. News from Fort Tarsus. Freelance to defeat the Outlaws only gate at Skystone. Striders from Helios will be able to resume their pass. Fort Tarsus immediately. Consequently, renovation of the palace rooftops will be recommenced shortly. New scars have taken the Skystone Pass. Any travel to Helios will have to use alternate routes. As any freelance willing to help should report to the walls for contracts. Tears of Latril. Well, Yuri and Perimedes along the trail seeing Karen, the one-handed barmaid. Hilmer stopped for a moment to watch the tears of Latril fall. He was to be there with his companions, and he reminded Tarsus' most trusted friend. He thought of how Latril had stopped fighting to heal her friends, and how her compassion was just important in the fight as her strength. Friends without compassion was merely a flailing Ursix in the woods. The Bowl. I was a test. The cataclysm wasn't that big. We'd all seen worse. Freelancers were working to sunset. The lake water began to boil, and we standing it. Didn't even realize if it wasn't for that freelancer, we had cooked like pharynx in the pot. Crop Terraces. The battle for the Crop Terraces is the most significant scar skirmish to date. Scars man the first organized attack against a human settlement. One blade battle resulting in total decimation of forest crops. Teams sent supplies and troops north, but had difficulty crossing enemy lines, causing extra hardship to those in Fort Tarsus. Roman victory is decreed that the scar population must never be allowed to grow that large again, so bug hunts became a necessary and dangerous practice for lancers. Area the terraces have been cultivated since. Histories. Anthem of Creation. The Gateway. Upon discovering we knew what we used to do, the Urgoth, hungry to use Anthem for their own purposes, must never know that humans had discovered the buffer, the gateway they sought. He feigned ignorance to his master, whispered his findings to his apprentice, and they to their own kin. Months of the month, and through many years it cared until his whisper to Vasa possessed clarity to use his knowledge for the liberation of all humanity. Shapers, the Cenotaph. A large ship of ruin that destroyed the city of Freemark produced a heart of rage cataclysm when the Dominion intended to seize control of it. The population was unaware that Cenotaph existed until it was too late. The Dominion knew that Cenotaph existed remains a mystery, but there was little doubt they raided Freemark specifically to activate the ruin. It is not known if the Dominion expected the casualties on both sides that followed their attempt to control the Cenotaph. In 466 LV, free incident to the heart of rage, she tried to shut down the Cenotaph, but nearly all of them died in the failed attempt. Signets and crowns. Signet is a personalized item inserted into the crown of a machine, establishing a link between technology and the human mind. Since most machines from a link have been tuned for a specific user, operating a machine with foreign signet difficult and unsatisfactory. Legend of the Heart of Rage. Cursion. Every free Lancer legend is a brave Lancer against a seemingly unsettling foe. Sadly, this world provides no short of villains. Few compared to the dreaded Dominion, shattering Mountaineer, who proved more than matched the freelance in the first encounter. That seemed like simple tasks, safeguarding Fort Tarsus from rumors of foreign spies. Now opening salvo of a possible war, the Monitor led a brazen attack deep in the heart of Bastion. Steel prize relic, murdering any who dared step in his way. Freelance survived the battle, bloody and wounded, hardly, wanting to see the ground to his menacing foe. Here's Matthias. Also, searching for contacts, the Freelance and Owen were approached by the mysterious assassin, tracked down Arcanist Matthias Arrow, Sumner. Brilliant and reckless Matthias was exploring ruins near Fort Tarsus when he disappeared. Synthesized radio signals. The Freelancer found the Arcanist. Desperate space pinned down my scars. Freelancer brought scars and saved Matthias from certain death. Actually, wait a second. Mailbox. Up there in pilot lessons. Also, as I'm quiet, I'm currently a little short on the resources required to pay for Lancer lessons. I'm quite sure what I'd hoped I'd be. Luckily, natural. Madame has provided me with a number of books, and I spent many hours observing classes while hunting a field in nearby Stinkhands. That's right, I should be ready to take the sky soon. In fact, much sooner than the official classes would have allowed me. As soon as partner, things are going well, the future bright, I'm the best. Thank you, Freelancer. Thank you for locating those of our order who were engaged in researching the Bastion Wilderness. You found I failed to check in when they were expected, and we had some family members worried. What's happened? It's unfortunate that fears were realized, but it's better to know than to be left guessing. Again, thank you. This time, Wyvern nesting causes panic. Wyvern turned to nest atop one of Fort Tarsus' towers last week. A mass panic for residents. Wyvern's one of the Bastion's most dangerous creatures. From the heart of the rage for the past 10 years. Caused damage throughout the north, where natural rip streams have kept them from migrating over the mountains. Hunter in question appears to be looking for a nesting place. The Sentinel courtyard causing citizens fleeing doors. Nearby Sentinel was quick to respond, managed to slay the beast. Was killed, though Sentinel guard bars and recovering from minor injuries. Little damage was done to much of the courtyard, and repairs are already underway. Oh, yeah. Let's see. So I'm going to keep my purple weapon on just because that is the highest. Thanks. Oh, I found the bar.
Remember when this place was called the Shifty Korok? First, that only lasted 2 months. And second, don't call it that. Who was the owner then? Carl? Harry? Carl? Right. Whatever happened to him?
Are there 6 still a thing? That wasn't the thing that attacked me in the ruin, was it? Oh, hey, that's convenient.
Hi, Freelancer. Hello.
Sentinel, good to see you again.
Is it?
Isn't it?
I don't associate much with freelancers.
Okay.
Or anyone not a sentinel, really.
Well, I hope you don't regret getting to know one of us.
Yes, me too.
Okay.
How awkward.
Can I help you with something?
Yes. Well, quietly. I don't technically have permission from my superiors to be contracting you, but there's been an unusual amount of scar activity around nearby Arcanist base. Whatever it is, it could be dangerous if the scars get hold of it.
Agreed. I'll check it out for you.
Good. I mean, good luck, Freelancer.
Right. No problem.
I mean, is there about an unusual level of scar activity in Arcanist space? Investigate for... There's scars everywhere. I thought they were dead, but then I heard a thump on our star's roof, guns going off, and a sentinel telling us we had an escort. We protect the royal house of Bastion and all its subjects. Yeah, I'm going to check out my gear, and then I'm going to end it. Just because we kind of have, you know, somehow I managed to take 20 minutes of my time already. Well. It's a bit glitchy, isn't it? Although, again, kind of used to these, aren't I? Oh, wait, isn't the... Where's the forge? There it is. Okay, Light of the Legion. I guess we'll go whatever the highest is right now. I guess since it's like that, I kind of have to use it. Yeah, just because you know, I don't really want to be using like lower level weapons just because I have to. So I mean, I kind of can sell everything. I'll sell it eventually. I'll just wait till get to the very end. Components. I have components now. Javelin armor. Increase melee weapon damage and lowers gear recharge rate. We're going to go with that. Because to be honest, I don't even know what gear is. Okay, gear is the 2 blasts and focus. But anyways, that's going to be it for this episode, though. So enjoy the city, you know what to do. See ya.